My concerns, though, for us as a culture, is anyone who thinks that putting him in prison is going to mitigate his influence. Putting Andrew Tate in prison is only going to make him more popular. This is something that we've seen all the time, specifically in hip hop culture. We've seen it on Twitch as well. Whenever somebody gets canceled on Twitch, or they get banned rather, their comeback streams are almost always the biggest ones ever. Kai Cenat just gets banned for 7 days, comes back with a subathon. Meek Mill, rapper, gets sent to prison for 6 months in July 2014, comes out of prison in December 2014, reveals that he's dating Nicki Minaj, releases a sophomore album, drops a platinum album, gets more popular than ever. So this is my fear, is that anyone thinks that Andrew Tate's influence is going away because he's in prison. He will only become more popular because of prison. The other thing that I'm worried about is that people who are reacting the wrong way are going to make Andrew Tate's influence permanent. Here's an example. I did a post. It was not a perfect post. I did a post that kind of said this on my Facebook. Sometimes I still post on Facebook. And I said this thought. I said, I think Andrew Tate is going to be more popular after he gets out of prison. And it began this conversation. It's the first time I talked on that platform about Andrew Tate. Obviously, he is a heated person. Obviously, people get really touchy about these things. And obviously, that's why I started this YouTube channel, because I still believe we can form good conversations online that don't mean that we hate each other. This is what this person said, just simply because I was trying to stage a conversation. I am sincerely afraid for your daughters right now if you think this man values women. He uses women and does not respect them. Every response you have given has terrified and confused me even more. Somebody comes on my page overreacting and dares to indict that my daughters, my 3-year-old and 5-month-old, are not safe under my care. To which I responded, if you're that worried, talk to my wife or call the police. And then I tried to list a very thoughtful response, and the person ended up apologizing. But guys, you don't change culture. You don't change minds by overreacting, by blanket statementing. The way that you move the needle is you understand why something resonated with someone in the first place, and you try to backwards process with them and help them filter out and redeem the good parts and walk away from the bad parts, and to ultimately see that while some of the things you got from this behavior, this person, this thing were good, that there are better, more sustainable ways. At the end of the day, for me, my problem with him is that all the good thing he says, he's just plagiarizing Jesus. This is my ethic. This is my belief, is that if you look for all the things he's saying about work ethic, the way to treat women, the way that men were designed, all the redeemable things, the way that favor and blessing and that there's this conqueror inside of us, all of that he got from the Bible. I just want to say to any Tate heads or whatever you guys call yourselves, is that while he is an inspiring figure, and I think he's even intelligent on what he made in many ways, and that certainly he has had some accomplishments, that ultimately, for all the good you've gotten from him, find better role models. I believe Andrew Tate is only popular because we are in the middle of several generations of disconnected, disheartened, disenfranchised men that didn't have a father and therefore don't know how to be a father. And I'm one of those. And I think that people like Andrew Tate are only popular because they fill a vacuum. My belief is this: we don't need a millionaire kickbox top G YouTube sensation to lead the men of this generation. All we need is some everyday men who understand who they are in God, who can find their value, even if it's maybe you haven't found that yet in God. I believe that that's the best place to find it. And who would rise up and say, I know who I am. I work hard. I value women, not as property, as partners. And I understand that there are great things that I've been put on this earth to do, and that I can do hard things. I can overcome things. I believe that if more men like this would rise up and exist, people like Andrew Tate, we don't need them. Let me know your thoughts below. Share this with a friend, and we'll see you back next week.